What is going on, guys? I'm bringing you some fire content on the Fire Dad 18 channel. In today's vid, everyone, you're gonna be doing roster update predictions. So for guys that don't know, roster updates come out once every 2 weeks, and this week we are getting one this Friday. So I'm gonna be predicting which cards are gonna maybe go up to the next tier, whether that be silver, gold, diamond. And the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna have 3 predictions for bronze, silver, 4 to silver to gold, 3 for gold to diamond, and then honorable predictions / mentions. So without further ado, I'm going to see which guys that you should invest in right now before they become even higher in stubs. Okay guys, so the first one on my list here is Tajwan Walker. So the reason why I made this pick is largely because he's been terrific this year. Guys, he's had a really terrific season, not to say the least. He has been pitching really dominantly, giving up probably less than 2 earned runs, if not sometimes 2. In many games that he's played. He's been absolutely terrific to start the year, and if anything, guys, I suggest you pick him up for that reason alone. He's been having such a great start to the year. He's given up so little runs, and he has a really good ERA to start off with. Looking it up now, 2.20 ERA. So guys, invest in this guy while you can, because he's gonna go up. Alright, the next person I'm picking here I think is a little more of a low-key pick, Will Harris. This guy used to be a gold in the past, and now he's down to a 74, but he hasn't even been all that bad this season. He's only played 4 games, but he hasn't given up that many runs in the starts that he's appeared in. I can definitely see this guy going up. I don't really have much else really to say about the card, but you know, he has a shot. He could go up. He's been a silver in the past. He's been a gold before, and he's playing up. And I mean, I know Inside Edge doesn't fully contribute to possible overall gain, but I definitely don't see it as a long shot either. Will Harris might go up. Alright guys, so this one's a little bit probably more, actually way more of a long shot pick here. I'm going Wade Miley. I think the reason for this is that he just recently threw a no-hitter. Like, probably one of the better ones, as he only gave up 1 walk, got 8 strikeouts. And but overall, guys, he's actually been having a really solid year. Like, he's only had 1 bad game, and that was when he gave up 4 earned runs. That was his 1 bad game. Everything else has been pretty dominant since, only giving up 2 earned runs in other 2 starts. But anyways, this guy should go up in general just because of the no-hitter alone. This should boost him up to a silver maybe, but I don't know if they're going to give him like a 7 overall point gain, but you know, anything can happen. And no-hitters usually do guarantee, or not guarantee, but they usually do warrant a big upgrade. So I do suggest you look at this Wade Miley while you can. He's really cheap at approximately 80 stubs buy order. So buy as much of this guy as you can before he becomes a silver and a good profit. Alright guys, so pull up Jared Walsh's stats. This guy is on a tear once again in the year so far, as he has 7 home runs, 29 RBIs with a 339 batting average. So this guy has been absolutely murking the ball recently for the Angels, and I definitely could see this guy going up. Why? Because he's just been having this good of a year. He's been having such a nice year. He's already got a very high batting average, so I can definitely see some boosts going up. He is at a 79 overall, which does only mean he only needs 1 upgrade point to put him into that gold tier, and I definitely see him going up in the future. He is very much high up in price right now in the 800 stub range, but if you can get him before he goes up to gold possibly, you might still get a little profit while you can, so go invest in this guy. The next guy on our list is John Means. We obviously can't forget about this guy. He threw a no-hitter in the same week as Wade Miley. We cannot forget about John Means. This guy will probably go up. I mean, even in his last start, not the no-hitter, but in his last start, he actually pitched really well, only giving up 1 earned run to the New York Mets. So I'd actually say that this guy, even without the no-hitter, I'd say he would even get an upgrade alone, but the no-hitter is going to obviously guarantee it. You know, it seals the deal. So I definitely see this John Means going up a lot, possibly getting a Corbin Burns like upgrade where he, you know, Corbin Burns started out at like a 75 or something, maybe 74, and then he went up to like 84 eventually. So I definitely see this John Means getting an upgrade of his own. It's not going to be as high as Corbin Burns, but he's definitely going to be like low gold tier. So invest in this guy. He's going to be going way up. He already is way up after his no-no, but get in while you can. Okay guys, hear me out. This is the highest overall Pirates player. He is a 79 overall, right? Y'all are thinking, really? Are the Pirates really going to have a gold this year? Well, they actually just might. Let me give you guys the rundown of Adam Frazier's stats this year. So while he is only hitting 1 home run with only 12 RBIs, He has 43 hits and 140 at-bats, but just recently he maintained a really strong hit streak of like 9, which is really, really impressive. Of course, I'd say it's arguably very impressive. 8-game hitting streak, correction, but he's still killing the ball. He's a over 300 batting average, which is very impressive for a guy like this. Even his contact stats are a little low, and he only needs 1 overall point also to go up to gold. So I definitely see this guy definitely going up into maybe that new area. And considering the Pirates don't even have any like golds right now, I could see this guy being the first one to do it, especially with how solid he's been all year. He's been a very solid hitter for the Pirates, even in the past, and I just think in his past 3 years, this should at least warrant him up to a gold level. Alright, so the final guy I'm going to be calling up for this gold upgrade for roster updates is Freddie Peralta. So this guy, he actually usually plays kind of in the subpar areas of his career, but this year he's actually been off to a very solid start. So far, he has only allowed 12 runs. He's pitched a lot, I'll say that. He has a 2.77 ERA, and just recently he pitched some pretty solid games. He did have one really bad game where he gave up 5 earned runs, but I still think this guy, even without that, he's still going to have a very solid shot. As in his most recent game, he didn't give up any runs. Went 7 innings, only giving up 1 hit and 8 strikeouts. So I definitely see Freddie Peralta being a very key contributor for the Brewers, and I can definitely also see him going to gold. The only reason why I'm also a little hesitant to put this guy as a guaranteed investment is largely because they already upgraded Corbin Burns. So I don't know if they're going to do another pitcher, but if SDS decides to, they might give Freddie Peralta the boost up. So keep an eye out for him. I don't suggest him as a complete 100% investment, however. The most obvious pick I had to do here for diamond upgrades now, as we're going up now from gold to diamond, Giancarlo Stanton. This guy was a diamond in the past. He's only been downgraded largely due to injury and just, slumps. But I definitely see him. He's been hitting the ball a lot better as of recent. He's been kind of back to his former self, and I think that's more than enough to warrant this guy up to diamond level. And considering how good the Yankees really are, and considering how good Stanton can be when he's not being injured all the time or in a slump, I definitely see this guy going up to diamond. Considering he also has been one in the past, this should help his prospects even more. Another guy from the AL East we have to suggest is JD Martinez. So he's had a terrific year, no doubt about that. He's an 83 overall, playing up to an 87, and this guy could go diamond because he's been having an absolute monster year so far. The only thing that kind of holds him back, in my opinion, is probably the fact that he has no fielding. That's what holds him back. But either way, I definitely think this guy could go up to a possible diamond level, being that he has been hitting the ball really well, and the fact that he plays in the field does also help a lot, as if you're only a DH, you're not going to get too many upgrades anywhere else. So him playing in the field should give him a solid boost, even more, possibly. Although a big trend in roster updates is seeing that vision go up and maybe like some other hitting stats, so I don't see this guy as an 100% investment like Giancarlo, but this guy is still nevertheless a terrific hitter who is $3K in the market. So if you buy him before he's quick sellable for $5K, or even selling him for even more, just buy him while you can. It is definitely a much bigger risk, high risk, high reward, but it's definitely a great investment nevertheless. Sorry guys, I lost my diversity for divisions here. Xander Bogarts, he's an 84 now, but he has been having a really good year. He's been diamond in the past, but obviously he's dropped down to gold as well. But the man has been a beast. Come on, he's been having a really terrific year once again. His contact's obviously going to be way up as well as his power, but I think he could get even a bigger boost in that power stat just to push him into diamond zone. As you can see, plus 26 does give him a 3 overall, so I'm not good at math. If he does get a little less points, but still enough points to push him to diamond, then he should be good. I definitely see this guy being worth the investment as well. Also considering the fact that the Red Sox do not have any diamonds, or have many, so yes, please look into this guy while you can. Alright guys, so some honorable mentions here guys that I just wanted to bring up who I thought almost made the cut, but I wasn't actually too sure about, is Chris Bryant. He's been having a terrific year, actually. I mean, I don't know, past years, he's been hitting fine, I guess. A little below what he usually does. But this year, I think he's back to that form of hitting where he actually can hit the ball well. And he's actually hitting really clutch too, so I think he does deserve an upgrade. I don't think he's going to be Diamond though. That's the reason why I'm only putting him in honorable mentions. Definitely keep an eye out for this guy in future updates, for sure. Especially as you get into like the more meteor aspect of the year in June. Another honorable mention is actually really recent Diamond, Jose Abreu, who was a Diamond at the start of the year, but did go down only because he was not really hitting too well. But considering that he's starting to kind of find his stride again, I could definitely see this guy going back up to Diamond pretty easily. That's I think the truth right there. Like, he actually has found his stride again, and I definitely think with given time and, you know, just a little bit more hitting, this guy could definitely go up to Diamond soon. Like I said, you can never be too sure. You can never guarantee anything. The final guy I had to pick here was Tyler Glasnow. So the reason why I picked him is he's actually been very dominant. Only big reason that's kind of held him back a lot is usually being injury prone. But the guy has actually had a really solid year, as he's a 4-2 record with a 2.37 ERA, 49.1 innings pitched, and 75 strikeouts, along with a .89 WHIP. You see, that's good for his, his season. Now let's look at his last 7. That doesn't really matter because he's a pitcher actually, but nevertheless, he's been holding it down with a under sub-1 WHIP with hits per innings pitched. So really, guys, I think you should look into him. I think he could go up to gold really soon. He also is a very solid pitcher in this game as well, but I know you guys are probably looking for the stubs. So just get him anyways. Buy a lot of them while you can. He's going to probably go up. The reason I put him out as honorable mention was that he's a lot more of a low-key pick than the other guys that suggested. Alright, people, so that is going to do it for this vid. That were my roster update predictions. All the players you should invest in. Something who you guys think you should invest in. That made no sense. What I mean to say is, like, if you guys have any players that you think you're investing in for the update, tell me in the comments. I will try to invest in those cards as well. We're all a team here as we're trying to get our stubs and complete these chipper collections. I'll see you guys in the next vid or stream. Take care, everyone. Peace!